Would you like to reduce your food cost? And if I told you by simply counting you could do, now you're thinking inventory, oh my gosh, David, that takes 3-4 hours in our restaurant. We couldn't possibly do that. How about I show you how you can set up a system that is fast, easy, and accurate when it comes to an inventory system on a weekly basis. I'm going to share that with you in about 2 seconds. Hello, this is Dave Scott Peters with RestaurantExpert.com. I get it. I've been there. I was the guy that was the spreadsheet wizard, the geek of the restaurant, and I'd set up these inventory systems. And whatever was on the inventory, we'd print it off, put it on a clipboard. The chef, kitchen manager, bar manager would go around and count. And my inventories were 100% inaccurate, and they took 3 to 4 hours. Right? They'd walk in and milk. Oh, milk. Right? We're searching. The products are just there and I go to find it. They're inaccurate. What was I missing? Every batch recipe I made. Any soup, side dish, sauce. Heck, if I take a tenderloin and make fillets and I put them on a sheet pan, if I don't inventory those, that's use. That's high dollar use. My food costs are going to look ridiculously high even though it's on the shelf. I didn't have batch recipes. I certainly didn't have my updated prices because that took forever, every invoice. So once a month, I'd go through and I'd comb through and see when the last time I bought butter was and whatever that price was, an update. That was 4 hours to count. Then it took me multiple hours just to update the damn spreadsheet with the right prices. Just an absolute nightmare. So you get to a point, it's so hard, it's so inaccurate. Why the hell would I even try? Hell, it's even inaccurate for 2 other reasons. One, we end up with $30,000 in shredded cheese because we have a case price and we're counting it by ounces. What else? Why else is it wrong? Well, if I don't have batch recipes, counting by ounces, wait a second. Every item's not on there. It's whatever I put on the spreadsheet. If chef bought in a specialty product just for that week for a special, if I didn't put it on the spreadsheet, they didn't look for it, it would be skipped, so math says it was used. I have an artificially high food cost. Inventory nightmare. Wrong. Let's set up our inventory system quickly and make sure it's accurate, that I have $5 million restaurants who take inventory in under an hour every single week. Now I'm going to tell you, it requires software. So here's the deal. You want to take accurate inventories? We start with FIFO pricing. Every time an invoice comes in, you need to update your prices. In our system, you simply take that invoice, whether it's take a picture of it, send to us, and we transcribe it into a spreadsheet, or most broadline distributors will give you an electronic invoice. You simply upload it like uploading a photo to Facebook. Every inventory is accurate with the correct prices. In fact, all the batch recipes, you got to do your batch recipe first. Every soup, side dish, sauce, dessert, anything you manufacture in your place. And when I update those prices, guess what? All those items that live on the shelves that I produce, they're accurate because every recipe card is tied in. Now you want to set up a shelf-to-sheet inventory system. How do we do that? Rearrange the shelves the way you've always wanted them. After you do so, I want you to label every single shelf with where that product lives. I've got members who use cow ear tags and zip ties because they're washable. I've got people who just literally print them out on a piece of paper, cut them up, after they've been laminated, take a single hole punch and zip tie. Don't care how you do it, label maker. I don't care how you do it, label the shelves. And before you say that doesn't work, it doesn't work because you fix it. Milk, it's supposed to live there. Oh, it's there. Idiots. Instead, you got to walk out of the walk-in cooler, say, who used the milk last? I did, chef. Great, come here, move the milk. And when they give you hell, they've just volunteered to take inventory so they can see what that is. Change your culture, set your expectations, enforce those expectations. Now, we set up the shelves, we always want them. Now we walk around with a pad of paper and we take walk-in cooler, reach-in freezer, walk-in freezer, dry storage, as big an area as you can. And we start in position 1. And so I might have McCain's potato wedges live in the walk-in freezer in position 1 on that Metro rack. First position, it'd say walk-in freezer, position 1, McCain's potato wedges, Sysco, and the price, and the case. If I want to inventory by case, it says case with a case price. When I go into reach-in freezer, in the 12th position, McCain's potato wedges, 6 5-pound bags. Now they're by the 5-pound bag. I count them by the 5-pound bag. It says reach-in freezer, position 12, McCain's potato wedges, Sysco, by the bag price. In the line, the drawer freezer, I've got loose potato wedges in the 6th position, and it would say drawer freezer, 6th position, McCain's potato wedges, by the ounce price, and next to it is a batch recipe of 5-ounce portion bags of McCain's potato wedges, counted by the each with the each price. See, when we do that, when we set up our inventory shelf to sheet, if I train someone to count, and you have to train them to count, and they follow the count sheet, you can have inventory done in under an hour. Hey, you two do dry storage, you two do the walk-in freezer, and so on. And they literally just count the product in the order it appears on the shelf, exactly the way it should be counted. Again, I have $5 million restaurants who take inventory in under an hour. In order to do that, you need software. Whether it's one of our competitors or it's using our Smart Systems Pro, you must have software to manage your inventory, because that's how you're going to have it done accurately and quickly. What happens when you take your inventory? Well, now if I've got my inventory and my invoices, I have the ability to use automatic par levels. Based on your actual sales history and what product actually leaves the shelves, you can automatically, based on sales forecasts, know how many cases of French fries you need to go into a $40,000 week. And that takes in consideration your recipe says 5 ounces, but you've allowed the dude with the gargantuan hands put the fries out with their hand and it's 8 ounces. You're going to order enough to handle 8 ounces. It has nothing to do with the recipe cards, but your actual ordering and use habits. You're going to have the ability to know ideal versus actual product usage on a weekly basis. Hey, we should have used 60 pounds of brisket. We used 80. Highlight it, fix it. All this from accurate weekly inventories. More importantly, you're going to know your actual food cost. And on a weekly basis, if I find that I'm $300 off, I've got 3 weeks left in the month to fix that. I can now fix my problems, whether waste, theft, spoilage, but I also could run specials, features that are higher dollar, lower food costs, and pull my numbers back in line. I can make a bonus. Look, if you want to get inventories done and know your numbers and have all those benefits, number one, I'm going to tell you need software like Smart Systems Pro. But you've got to have weekly shelf-to-sheet inventories, and you can have it done in under an hour. This is David Scott Peters. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure and subscribe now to my YouTube channel. But before you go, download my free report. You'll find the link below in the description section. And be sure not to miss these other videos with expert tips to help you run your restaurant.